Hello, welcome to another episode with me speaking with my friend Drake about, today we spoke about the three body problem. I'm thinking about ways how to make it a bit more interactive and also add in parts to it that might be entertaining for folks. But without further ado, we'll just go into this one really quickly. It's another week, another episode of The Outsiders.
Right.
So let's get into this. Three body problem, right? When you start like last week, no?
Yeah, right after we finished talking about Shogun, and we
Yeah.
thought that was the season finale we had left, but I actually have two more episodes left. But yeah, all right, after I finished Shogun, I jumped right into it. So
Yeah.
I'd say last week, or if not last week, Friday over the weekend.
But how you did hear about it? Because Origin the set or before and.
No, yeah, because I mean, quite a few people have been telling me about it too.
Mhm.
So I know Michaela coming in the group and say, "Oh, who watch this," and then you did mention it, and then
And then you
my
share the
next
video,
virgin.
and then you share the
Yeah,
YouTube video,
I
real
saw that
random,
video. I saw that video
which was
because
actually
it
Neil
popped up.
deGrasse Tyson talking about the
Yeah, the
actual
actual
aspect
three
of
body
three
problem,
body problem. Yeah.
which is what the whole show and the book itself is based on, the
Yeah.
science behind it. Um,
Exactly.
and then my virgin Gianni Kid Basil, him did
Mm.
mention it too, 'cause with a talk about Shogun and some other shows where we were supposed to watch.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, we watch it.
And
Long time I
and
not watch.
and what was like the comments what people take? Because everybody every time I saw it mentioned was more like people saying, "Yo, sci-fi shit," you know?
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what I got from it. That's what I was gonna say. Like the first in a long time, I'm gonna sit down and watch like a sci-fi series.
Hmm.
You see me? Um, Especially one that is so well written and produced.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the cinematography was good, the writing was good, for the
Hmm.
most part. Um, the storyline was good. The character developments were interesting. I won't say they were good; they were interesting. What else? Yeah, it was a nice watch. I actually quite enjoyed it. I had some really nice moments where I was just like, "What? Did not see that coming."
I'm with you on that because for me, I mean, so what I saw was over here in Spain. They actually have like on the bus stops and stuff. You'll see the three
Oh,
body
word.
problem exactly. So I'm like, yo, all right, what is this? You know, I think it was like tres problemas de cuerpos or something like that, right?
Oh,
And like I saw it and I was like, all right, cool, you know. And sometimes I ignore the things that they put, but I was like, all right, cool. Let me give it a look. And I remember a podcast I listened to. This guy was saying like, yeah, he's not sure if it's worth watching, you know. So like that review kind of did put me off. You see me?
mm,
But one of them day, they have time. I'm gonna just say, let me watch one episode, and it's one of those things where so the thing is like I'm tempted to say like the first episode the way it developed was a bit slow, but then when you got to the end it give you that, remember that first episode of Game of Thrones vibe, that first episode of Game of Thrones, how it ended with my brother Jamie kicking off the little boy Bran off the cliff. You never watched Game of Thrones?
yeah, I did watch it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Exactly. So
I remember that.
so it have something when we be like, hold on, what gonna happen in the next episode? You see me? So for me, that's where they kind of get me, and I was like, yo, what a show y'all got, and what about? You see me? Because
Yeah,
even the trailer never gave me enough to
no,
understand. And I actually kind of like that sometimes, where you know you don't see a
I
trailer and
prefer that.
exactly,
I'd hate when a trailer give me everything. Like, give me some room to like see some new information when I watch the actual film or the show or whatever. Like when a trailer, actually said I said it to somebody, when a trailer gives me too much, I have low expectations for it. Like if me can understand exactly what the show is about, meaning like me can see the rise and fall in the trailer, like chances are it's not gonna be a great movie.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
see me? Or a
Yeah,
great show. You
yeah,
see me?
yeah.
So them give you a lot of questions. Like they left the trailer leave you with a lot of questions to ask, and you can know the only way to answer them questions you have to watch the show.
I've actually
You
watched
see
it.
me?
Yeah.
Or go watch some articles or get some spoilers or whatever. But you know, me the rate the trailer, and that's actually why I say, all right, I'm actually gonna take the scene because this looks interesting. As I said, a long time when I watch like a nice little sci-fi type,
Yeah,
scientific based
yeah, yeah,
show. And someone said to me, but when I'm bridging them a door, like shows like this, I say it remind them of like when they watch a trailer, it remind them of Interstellar meets um Interstellar meets damn, what's that show? Inception.
Ah, I can see that, especially
Yeah,
especially the pace of it. Yeah,
yeah,
when someone's up to something or trying to figure out something, yeah, I feel like say yeah, that happened for
definitely. I was
sure.
like, that's actually, when he said it to me, I was like, yo, that's actually a very accurate like description. And the reason why he didn't mention it, like mention those two, is also because like we all know that Inception and Interstellar ends with you not really knowing
No, yeah,
what actually happened. So in an Interstellar, you don't even know who you don't fully understand the theory that they were trying to bring across.
yeah,
It's almost like you go on this long 3 hour journey. I think movies like 3 hours,
yeah. I think it was
and in
really
the
long.
end, you realize that the person who did move the thing on the bookshelf is the guy we're going us into space,
Space, yeah.
and so like, and
It
then they leave
doesn't.
it
It
at that.
doesn't complete
They
exactly.
don't
It's not complete.
explain.
It's
Yeah,
not
they
complete.
don't explain the theory. They don't explain why this is so on, and just end it. So it's
Mm-hmm.
left up to the viewer to come up to your own conclusions. The same thing in Inception is like them spin the spindle,
Yeah,
and then them cut it before you know if the spindle drop or if it stayed upright. So you don't know
exactly.
if the person's still in a dream or the person is outside of a dream. And I think him not like them something that him like when a movie conclude and you have
Yeah,
answers
you
to the
can sit down and
questions
be
that
like, all
you
right, cool.
start to do. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So I don't mind that. I actually prefer that. That's the whole point of thrillers to me. Suspense shows, the movies. That's what I love about them. Is like they leave you on this with a thought. Like you have to go on a thought process of your own. Like
yeah.
everybody
For
has
me,
their own
it
conclusion.
depends. Exactly. For me, it depends because like something that a show that I really love. It's not pop. I mean, it's old, and I think it was Kevin Spacey or Costner. Kevin Spacey, that was the
Mm,
actual actor in the show. So no, he's a questionable character in life, but it was the usual suspect with Kaiser Sose, where literally it was a thriller. You following the show throughout, but it did give you the finish at the end and explain why
mm.
everything happened, but it executed it as it should have. So I'm on both sides of the fence when it comes to that, to be honest. No Diddy. But
Yeah.
yeah. Yo, that's the first
I'll
time I've
never
used
get
it.
used to that.
No, that's the
I'll
first
never get
time
used
I've
to that
used
being
it.
a thing now.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
God.
actually funny. But no, yeah, for me, it kind of, yeah, it actually, sent every episode kind of send you on this like wild goose chase to something where you can't even sit and figure out or question some things because even the relationship where my Jin had with Commander Varma or whatever his name was, the Raj Varma,
Oh, the boyfriend,
exactly,
the boyfriend
that
brother.
that relationship was
Yeah.
just like when I sit and I meds it, I'm like, yo, I'm watching this, and I would never realize that I didn't question that relationship a lot.
Hmm.
Because just think about it. Think about it. She says, "Yo, them there, right? This whole thing
Mhm.
a happen. The man I got Panama, and them not talk. You get my try say?
I guess I wasn't necessarily surprised because I think the relationship falls within most relationships like that where you are with someone who's in the military, and especially if that person is doing like secret missions, because it was known to her that he was doing secret missions that he could not talk about.
Yeah.
Um, kind of remind me of the what is the show name? Americans with
Yeah.
the you watch the
With
show
the
there?
yeah,
Yeah, and so the
bad
guy is
show.
a CIA agent,
Yeah.
and like him have a wife and a son, but him can't tell the wife and son what him a do. So
Yeah.
all they know is that he leaves in the morning. He may be gone for a few days. He comes back, and I guess that's what
Yeah.
leads to the deterioration of the relationship. But at the same time,
Mhm.
I just kind of automatically viewed it this way. It's just
No,
like
but I mean, the thing that
she's a brilliant scientist. He's a soldier.
yeah, but
Like
even
I
when
already
when
knew
they got
from jump.
but even when they got connected in the same project, more or less, you get what I'm trying to say. Like that part, like, and I'm talking about all of this
No,
in retrospectively, because like, mm,
remember say several things was happening. Like one, again, when we're finishing my point is like they're already gonna be dysfunctional just based on the nature of their careers. Like she's a scientist and he's in the military. He's in the Navy. Or whatever the Royal Navy is what they call it, yeah. And on that basis alone, like there is gonna be some dysfunction. And also as the show continues, you realize that the real person she love, she's not with. So in a sense, this brother is just
filler
a token lover. Like he's just a filler, isn't he?
or a trophy
And then
boyfriend.
now, yeah, exactly. And then as the show progresses and they get to being on the same project, remember that it was revealed to Jess that her friend Ozzy was on a mission with him and he
Yeah,
never told her the
yeah, yeah,
wiser. So
yeah.
automatically, like the world is coming, is in a crisis. Her virgin, the guy who she actually loved, are dead,
Hmm.
and the guy who she dead with, I keep secret. Like there's gonna be some dysfunction and awkwardness between them.
Yeah.
So for me, I never really read too much into the relationship, but also like off jump, I
Hmm.
kind of saw the purpose of this character in the grand scheme of things.
The guy,
Yeah, the Navy guy.
I did not. I can admit, I did not see the value in him.
Mm,
Within that moment, I was like, all right, in my part, but I never saw where he would become what he became, more or less.
mm,
Yeah,
fair, fair.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see him becoming what he became, but what I also would say is like I'm shocked that they did not. I guess in a way it is kind of wasted because they did not fully explore
Hmm.
the relationship between Jess and the
Jin,
brother will
Jin,
give up
Jin,
brain,
Jin,
Jin.
Jin.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
did
Jin
not
and
fully
Will,
explore that
Will.
relationship.
I think his name was Will
Is
Downing,
William
actually.
then?
Yeah, Will Downing. As in him naming the show in person.
Yeah, I try to find him. Raj is the brother name.
No, that's the boyfriend.
Yeah, yeah, that's the boyfriend name, Raj.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Varma, but him last name of Varma.
correct. Yeah,
Because I remember the guy saying something like Commander Varma or whatever
yeah,
he addressed him as. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, what was I saying? Right, they did not explore really. I thought they started when he went to visit her. At this point, him know say my dead and whatever, and him say, "Yo, all right, I'm gonna take a risk." Them boost him up. I'm gonna take a risk. I'm gonna talk to her and tell her,
Yo,
say,
bro,
"Yo, I love her."
that
And then
was
boom, the man
painful.
take the train. And I say, all right, if I see train, I just know it's a drama, young boy. The man up on the train and the man a dream. And I say, all right, yeah, man, this not gonna end well, you know. This not gonna end well. And then go so boom and pull up and have to turn back because him see them a console each other. Which, to be honest, I mean, was kind of a trope, like this nerdy type thing. End up, get the confidence to tell him love him all time favorite lover that
Yeah,
our first love that
his first love
him
or
in
true
love,
love. Yeah,
and
yeah.
then boom, the jock is there. Like I was like,
And no,
bro,
but
like come
that's what
on,
I'm saying.
man.
There are things that happen in it where you watch it and you continue watching it, and then after you finish, you're like, eh. Like
Yeah,
there are things that you question, and you're like, so for me, I don't know. I think it's going to have a season two,
I
but for
think
me,
so. Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
exactly.
It has to. It has to have a season two.
But for
At
me,
least
it's like,
I hope
yo,
they get the funding for a season.
I don't know. I feel like well, apparently, Netflix spent a lot of money on it, and
Definitely.
I can see. the value in that, but at the same time, it's like, is it worth it? Like, I don't know if to be honest, I haven't seen a lot of people speak about it. I don't know if on your side a lot like when, say for example, during COVID, where they have the bird, what name, bird watch, the one where Sandra Bullock or one of them girl, they wear the thing
Oh
over
yeah,
their eye. Or even the one the other day with 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 our guy there, Mahershala Ali. Mahershala Ali.
didn't watch it.
No, you watch it.
Um,
You watch it.
sure, sure, I watched it.
Yeah, because I think he even mentioned it in the
It's
group.
not Jin, the brother name. Is William name.
Yeah, no, the girl named Jin. You keep calling her
Uh,
Jess, the scientist.
no.
Her name
All
is.
right, I'm calling her Jess because of the
I know.
actress's name, Jess. My bad. Yeah, Jin. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Man, I'm
Yeah,
confusing everybody. So sorry,
but
guys.
no,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, Mahershala Ali. He came into that thing that the Obamas produced the recent show that
Oh
Obama
yeah,
produced.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Leave
That
the world behind.
documentary.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Leave
the
the world
social media
behind.
documentary.
It wasn't exactly. So that's what I'm trying to say. Leave the world behind was really good. Like where you see where technology can do this and shut down whatever, whatever. And I'm
Mhm.
saying like that. Everyone spoke about that. I'm not sure if three body problem falls within that bracket.
It won't. Here's why. Not a lot of people watch shows like this. Like a show like this, it's not. Leave the World Behind is similar, but it is more surface level. Like it's easier to understand. It's not layered. You don't have to understand science. You don't have to, like three body problem is more layered and a bit more complex to consume than Leave the World Behind or the other show you mentioned, the bird one.
Yeah.
And I find it's the same reason why not a lot of people will talk about Inception. Not a lot of people will talk about Interstellar. Like, yes, people were talking about them,
Yeah.
but if you
Exactly.
look, if you filter down to the average person, like they're not watching that shit. Like it's too complex for them. It's giving them a headache, and it gave me a headache. So I can understand it. Like even the first few episodes of Three Body Problem, you're just like, bro, this is annoying. What's happening here?
No, but
You
but
see
the
me?
thing for me, what I think they tried to do, my assumption is that they tried to make it something digestible by having the other storylines in it.
Mm.
So that's why I thought it was supposed to work, because even the drama when they're like, yo, Augie and what's the name of my brother? Augie is the
Oh,
guy.
Augie is
Augie is the
the
guy, right?
woman, the woman,
Augie is the woman, and the black guy
yeah,
is Saul.
the Saul, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Even that one, they're like, that them tease it early out. You get what I'm saying?
Them tease it, but like
But them not do nothing upon it.
they didn't actually. Because I'm
Exactly.
really looking back, like that's another relationship that they did not really
But
explore
I would
very
imagine a lot
deeply.
of people. I imagine a lot of people would be like, "Ooh," you know what I mean? So like they mix things into it. So that's why I said for me it wasn't too heady on the science. Like just like as you said, you watch Interstellar or you watch Inception, you have to watch it. You have to follow through. You know,
I think the trailer is also responsible for that too. Like the
true. The
trailer
trailer is
did
really
not
heady.
lend
It's really
itself.
heady. Yeah,
Like it, like the average person not gonna want to watch it based on the trailer.
yeah.
Like you have to be really
Facts.
into this type of stuff and want to like think and like pay attention to like really get it.
Hmm.
Whereas Leave the World Behind, the trailer alone make you want to watch it. Like you make it, so like actually the trailer does not prepare you
For once.
fully for what you watch at all. Like, the
Yeah,
trailer is a trap. The trailer is literally a trap.
yeah.
You know them undersea, like them deep water, like fish with a little light bulb.
Light bulb. Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
that's the trailer, and
Dangling.
lure it into. And you're like, bro, what did I just get myself into?
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? But
and I mean, but the thing is, I think overall, Three Body Problem had a few of those moments because
definitely. But
my,
you
my
won't
G,
know, like you won't know if you never started or if you kept at
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
for
yeah,
example,
that's true.
my other Virgin Mikhail, me already know say I'm not gonna watch it, I'm not gonna enjoy that. For one, the pacing, two, like it. him is a brother where when him a watch things because of what I'm doing in him day job, him no want to do a lot of
If I
mental and
watch it,
brain
yeah,
work.
yeah. If I, actually,
You
I
see
watch
me,
it.
so yeah, and I find that even with the various relationships and how they build the characters and whatever, like
Mm-hmm.
you still have to sit and think about what is actually happening in front of you. Like I was doing some work while I was watching it, and I found that there are several points I had to just stop,
Stop it.
like I stop the show, finish what me I do, and then get back to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
show
yeah,
because
yeah,
like me I miss details. And the next thing is like the details important in that show you too.
yeah, yeah,
You see
yeah,
me? So you
yeah.
can't just get up and say, ah, you have it as like a secondary thing in the background. No, you actually have to pay attention. And I find that a lot of people don't have the attention span to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see me? Yeah, so it might not pop off the way that it's up like other shows would have, but I genuinely think that it's still gonna have the success, some amount of success to get us a season two.
Mm-hmm.
At least I hope so because I really want to see what go on when the alien people. But then again, you know what? To be also honest with myself, like if we never get a season two, I'll be satisfied.
Would you?
I would actually be satisfied, and here's why. Like sometimes with shows like these, we have like an alien factor,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't really fully understand who the aliens are, what they look like, or whatever. I find that the show can go south real fast. Like how they develop the story to get to that point going to be tricky because if you look at it, it's gonna take 400 years for these people to get there. They might do us if I'm assuming they might do like one like another season of like us like trying to figure out how to get to them and first communication and da 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 da. Da.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
then when it get to the season when them reach a like them I was gonna say Jamaica when them reach a United States because it's always United States or rather in this case it's the UK
Mm-hmm.
um it can get muddy real quick like the how them create the what's the word I want to use the conflict between the aliens and the humans of Earth.
Yeah.
It might not be written well. It's like a guest thing. It
Yeah.
reminds me of shit, what's that show called? It's a Marvel show.
Which one?
It's like a spin-off of the movies where the
What if?
aliens disguise them. No,
Oh
is
no.
what if?
No,
No, no,
no.
no, no, no. Where the aliens disguise themselves as humans, and hold on, I'll Google it.
Marvel
Uh,
alien disguise himself as humans.
yeah,
Hmm.
man, it came out last year. It was actually really good, but I mean that was written pretty well because how they did it is the aliens had already infiltrated Earth,
Mm-hmm.
so nobody knew the wiser until somebody catch rake of it, and you're like, oh shit, we're not alone anymore. We're actually here with some other people and we need to find out who they are and what their agenda is. So that's what the entire season is about. It's like figuring out what their agenda is. Like are some of them are there to cause harm. Some of them are just literally trying to just
Hmm.
live. There's a
Why?
similar type of situation where they
I
left
feel
their
like I need to watch it.
homeland.
What's the name of it?
Hey, bad man. Marvel shows 2023. Okay, Secret Invasion.
Ah, I heard
With
about it. Yeah, Samuel L.
L.
Jackson.
Jackson. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I
It bad
didn't watch
still.
it. It actually
Bad,
good.
bad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I did enjoy it. But like that show it's in itself could have gone so like whenever you have like these invasion shows,
Mm-hmm.
you either have to go like action says like all out war,
Mm-hmm.
or you find a nice way to weave the conflict into like I guess what they're doing now with the relationships between different people.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I'm kind of wary about it. So if I'm me,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
it ends like this, I'll be satisfied. If it continues, I'll look forward to it. But I don't know. I'll keep my expectations low.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I guess yeah, for real. So, mm, what I'm curious about, like for you, what was a highlight of the show? I mean, multiple highlights, but like I'm trying to think about everything now for me. Like when I think about the show, I was like, yo, they did that
Oh,
part sick.
that's easy. The highlight of the show for me was my lady was finding out what's her name?
Yeah,
Dr. Ye
yeah,
was like one of the people and behind the
bro,
thing.
bro, that was a
And that she
twist,
was the mask because I was trying to figure out the entire time how come my boy Jack had to get a headset because
yeah,
when he put on
yeah,
Jin
yeah, yeah,
on,
yeah, yeah.
which was
No,
originally
no, it was
um
Jin's. It was Jin's. It's just that she
that's
told her that
that's
it
what
was
you learn
Veras.
after.
Exactly.
Exactly. So before it was so you thought it was someone else own, and then
Veras.
like Jin all of a sudden can use it, but then Jack can't use it. So I say, yo, how this makes sense? Maybe because the mother had like gifted it to her that
Yeah,
the game somewhat
exactly. That
pass over.
that's where my
Then you
connection came
realize
there,
that yes, the mother did gift it to her, but it was for her. It was never for the daughter. The daughter never used it. You
brother.
see me?
Mental.
So I was just like, bro. And then like how them reveal her in the whole grand scheme of
Yeah.
things, and then seeing her become like this cultish type of person is just like, wow, I never saw any of this coming. Um, what else was like I did find when they used Augie's invention,
Nanofibers. Yeah, the
the
nanofibers.
nanofibers for destroy the ship.
Yeah.
I thought that was overkill, bro. I was like, bro, they could have done this another way. Like they could have at least started it,
Yeah.
like maybe cut the first part of the ship, then stop it. You see me?
Yeah.
But I guess maybe it can't stop because you'd have to find a way to
Up.
cut the
Yeah. Yeah.
lines. But I don't know, it just never makes sense to me. I was like, all of this devastation for what? But that is very much like on humankind, like mankind, like whoever did them fools that like
I was literally about to say
sacrifice the
that.
kids,
Yeah.
sacrifice the innocent people because apparently they're not innocent anymore because they're on the ship, but they're just as misled as everybody
Yeah.
else. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And then I was saying to myself, this kind of stupid too because you are making an assumption that he's going to remove the hard drive. You're also making an
That there
assumption
is a
that the
hard drive.
wires. Hold on, no, there is a hard drive. There's no assumption for that. There is a hard drive, but you're making an assumption that the wires will not cut the hard drive.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
That
this
part
part
kind of
never
peaked
really
me.
made no sense.
That part, and that's what I'm saying. Is one of those things again where it's like, all right, but let me continue watching. Like
Yeah,
it was literally one of
because
those.
like it has slice up people proper, brother. I mean, I say him put the hard him put the hard drive right on him chest, and he see it slice him up proper. And I was like, yo.
No, because and
So
even
what
that
them would
don't
I
make
do
no
is a hard
sense.
drive they slice up now. What them would I do? Like tell me.
Well, you don't know the thing going on. Apparently, in America, if your hard drive go bad, you can send it to somewhere in California and they recover everything from it.
Hello.
Oh boy, but no. I mean, for me, yeah, I think those points were highlights for me too. Where I watched it and I was like, yo, this. The thing with the nanofibers part is that I did not like the consistency of it.
Mm.
So in the sense that okay, so you see how the wires are cutting the ship on the outside, and I'm like, so how does it cut it much finer on the inside?
Yeah. That
You
was
know,
I don't think they realized. Oh, if
the
they
scale.
realized, I don't think they thought people would notice that
Yeah,
because I
yeah,
did notice it too. I was
yeah.
like, the ship I get cut
Exactly.
like like meters, and then the people inside of the ship I get cut in
In a
another
four and
what,
three. Exactly,
centimeters,
exactly.
and I'm just like
Yeah, yeah,
that don't make sense.
yeah,
Like yeah, move from cutting maybe 2 foot to like
yeah.
less than 12 inches. And I'm
Exactly.
like,
Yeah,
'cause even when they were showing the stuff, because I think when the brother come out and he
yeah.
take the hard, no, when the brother open the door and take the hard drive, and the man is like, "Yo, where you go?" And you see
In turn back. Yeah,
like the no live, I mix up the scenes. The very first time when the doctor come out, not the doctor, yeah, he's a doctor.
Evans, Doctor Evans.
Um, yeah, Dr. Evans come out, and he's talking to the lady. The lady I scream, and you see the pictures on the
Yeah,
wall
yeah,
and they
yeah.
tear up and a drop, and then she gets sliced up, and the man start run. I was like, continuity. This is a continuity issue. Like you did
Yeah,
not think this through properly
yeah.
because
Yeah,
you should
yeah,
have
yeah.
been doing that from
From
outside
outside, exactly.
with the ship, and the ship never cut up so.
So, exactly, exactly. So yeah,
And
that
then this also never makes sense because like when the ship touched the banking and splay out, I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, how never find the man so quickly? Because that don't make no sense. And then when them get into the area is
Was clear.
destroyed,
Yeah, but everything
but
else
it
was.
clear.
Yeah.
Come on now. Come
Yeah.
on now. Let's
Yeah.
be realistic here.
Yeah. Yeah. So some of them think that they kind of peeve me, to be honest. Like when we sit down and I met it, but I don't know why did it peeve me that this guy was choosing to read Little Red Riding Hood to the aliens.
Bro. Bro. And then the thing now is like, all right, cool. You're reading the book. He probably was reading different books to them, right?
Yeah, no, I
And I
think
give
it's a
him that
whole
benefit of the
fairy
doubt. You
tales.
see me?
Because
Yeah,
hold
then
on. One thing, I think it's connected more or less to the book that Will was given.
yes, yes, I think
Exactly,
so too. I
exactly.
think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I made that connection as well. But my thing is, all right, fine. You're reading Little Red Riding Hood, whatever, right? But then how do you not have the critical thinking as a doctor to realize that based on the line of questioning,
Mm-hmm.
you might be compromising yourself, Zine, or having them question? I guess because at this point they are so, he and the Ursa people are so clouded by
By just the fact that
their
they're
worship.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, they're basically worship. So I'm assuming it's like that admiration and that like um belief in them as
But
gods is
after
what's
all this time,
clouding
this
his
never come up.
critical thinking.
After all this time, this never come up.
That's strange, right?
It's really strange to me.
Yeah, someone that was kind of strange to me too is just like in parts they are these intelligent beings and their technology is far ahead, but then in
Bruh,
a lot of ways I'm dunce.
bruh. No, I'm not even kidding. Like, even when I so remember the time when they more exposed to them, say, oh, the soul funds and blah blah blah. Like these are the two soul funds, and they're going to spy and slow down your science. I'm like, so how can you create that, but then say we like propagate much faster than you guys the technology? You know, because you're bringing like even the game or them build the game itself is a sick thing. Like everyone's like, yo,
Yeah.
hold on, am I going to this world? You get me? So you do that, and then
No, I think what it was there, so they had explained it. They had said because they were in transit,
hmm
it's because it said they were no longer a part of the planet, so they wouldn't have had the resources to continue the development that they would
hmm
have had. So because they're in transit, it takes them 400 years of transit to get there. In that time span, they're saying that what took them, for arguments, because they had said, oh, they moved from the agricultural era to the industrial era
hmm
in like 1,000 years,
yeah,
and we did that. No, sorry, it took them more than 1,000
more
years,
than
and
it
we did
took
that
us.
in 1,000
Yeah, yeah.
years. So they were saying, based on the projections, by the time, because we are advancing faster than they are, like they are fast, like they're ahead of us technology wise, but it took them a significantly longer time to get to where we are currently, for them. So based on their computations, they must say by the time them finally reach Earth, them
hmm
realize say their technology would have either caught up or surpassed us based on the rates
The
of
projection rate
our
of change. Yeah.
technology development. Yeah. So it's really that. And then, as I said, I think because they're taking that 400 years, they're in these ships where they can barely do anything.
Yeah.
Um, they won't be able to develop as fast as if they were actually on the planet as well.
Yeah. I don't know. It just did not sit right with me, especially even the part about them not being able to lie.
Mm.
Because if they're not able to
I
lie,
get that though, because the difference is, remember them they said that they all are one, so they have one singular consciousness.
yeah,
Versus, while yes, we in some ways have a singular consciousness, we also have individuality,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
which based on the show, it doesn't seem like they have
They
it.
have at all. Yeah, they
So
don't.
because we have individuality, we have the ability to to lie, because everybody's mind in the other planet, they're connected, so there's literally no way you can lie. You see me? Because once you say something, like you don't have to, they don't speak. They communicate via the mind.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So there's literally no way you can lie or try to deceive anybody. Versus here, we're so disconnected from each other that the only way for us to communicate effectively is to speak. And because we can speak and you can't read my mind and I can't read your
Yeah.
mind, you don't know if the words I'm uttering is true or not unless you're able to like read body language or whatever, whatever, whatever. So for them, the concept of a lie or deception is
Yeah,
is
but then
foreign to them.
why not? Why not just have the brother ask them who not try kill we or not? Isn't me? The brother the Wade the brother what them say them gonna need in the future. Yeah. Like ask them straight out.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I know they said to
Uh,
the brother Evans before
hmm.
him dead say yo yeah we not trust you we fear people can lie. You see me? So, I don't know. I find that part that also a bit like, yo,
Mm-hmm.
just ask them, you know. But overall, I think it's a good
Mm-hmm.
watch, a good thing to watch. I'm not saying like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, 100% recommend. Like, for me, Shogun is something that you can enjoy more, even with how they build the characters and even the acting. Although, as I say, in at the end, you're not gonna like what you see.
Oh, hold on. There's a character that we have not spoken about at all.
Jack?
What his name? No, man. Uh, Jack. Jack was just an unfortunate situation still. Like,
Jack just wild. And he's always been
but
wild.
it's really.
Although there was something in the show where I was like, yo, that guy might be a genius. The friggin' mixer, the drinks. Like, I think that's a friggin' good idea. You have a can,
No.
and at the bottom, it has the
The,
vodka or whatever it is.
yeah.
And you have the juice at the top, and you can take out as much as
Yes.
you want.
Exactly. That's six still. No, I was actually talking about what's his name? Clarence, the investigator dude, the one was part of the.
Ah, no, him? Bad. That's true.
So he's one of my favorite characters actually.
In
Um,
multiple shows,
his
in almost
relationship
every.
with his son is hilarious. Like it messed up, His relationship with his son is actually messed up, but at the same time hilarious. Like even towards the end of the show, when goes a boom and the son is like, yeah, like that. This is this is the
Yeah,
idea, this is the
yeah,
business. Da, 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 da. It's all
yeah,
laid out. Like we have investors. Da,
yeah.
da, 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 da. And the man is like, yeah, man, son, I'm proud of you. You put this together. All right, that's great. That's great. You're doing something with yourself. And you're like, what? I'm like, what? Like, where that brother here come from? And then he goes, but you know it's a shit idea, right? Like, and I
Yo,
was like, ah. I was
mental,
like, all right, because I was like, where
mental,
was this coming
mental.
from, bro?
But then
But no, he was really good.
yeah, he was really good, and he made a lot of it worth it watching. Actually, now that I think about it, I love the so you realize that the son had a meeting with the guy who has Augie's company, who is the head. That
Yes.
was a trip. That was a
Yes.
nice little twist.
Yes. Yes.
That was a
Yes.
nice little
Yes.
twist.
Yes.
That
Yes.
was a
Yes.
nice little twist.
I like those little moments of interconnectivity, like
Yeah,
interconnectedness is a word I should use. Um, that made it more interesting. And even that moment also reminds me of the book, the fairy tale book that we mentioned, and that little detail there. Again, this show is like you have to watch it because there's little details. If you miss these things, like if you're doing something else and you never realize that, oh, what's her name, Jin did find the book. Was it Jin? No, it wasn't Jin. Was Jack that found the book that he
mm-hmm.
had given to Will? Yeah. And
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
never if we never saw that moment, you probably would not have been able to piece that it might be the same exact book or a version of that book
Of the
that
book, yeah.
Evans was
Evans, yeah,
reading to
yeah, yeah, yeah.
to the people and you see me to the aliens and so I
And,
like them little moments there a
yeah,
lot.
and I love the fact that they found out that they weren't necessarily just smart, but also selected more or less. Like when they're like the
Yeah.
Oxford Five, I'm like, okay, cool, and then they're like,
Oh, yeah. So that brings me back to when I think I did have a problem with this. So Saul. Good boy Saul. We can't remember the woman name until she dead.
No, but I think he does these things intentionally. Like he knew her name, but he wanted to be a about it.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You think it's a
I don't.
moment she
I
got
don't
hit?
think so. I think he genuinely is a good person. He's just messed up,
No, but
and because he's messed up, he will forget these little like. But remember, this man is a freaking smart brother. Like him
Mhm.
remembering a name is not hard. Like he can remember these things. Like he's probably a genius. He is a genius. He has really good memory. I think because him drinking, smoking, having casual sex, these are all escapisms. So I think it was not intentional that he didn't remember rather it was intentionally written that he did not remember the woman's name. And he did not remember her name until something traumatic happened. Because I think he genuinely just never know. Like he would have learned it, but because this was just a thing to help him escape that him can't deal with Aggie and the world I do what I do
Mhm.
in mentor dead and in friend are dead. Like this is just or at this point no at this point name Willie dead already. Yeah.
Yeah,
At
yeah,
this
yeah,
point
yeah.
Willie dead. So it's just like that one night stand was literally an escape
No,
from
but
reality.
no. The thing is, it's also one of those things. So remember when we did the UTech, right? And
Yeah.
Michaela, I used to say to Uno, say yo, and that's why I think that's why he takes it how he takes it, is that I was like, yo, I don't want to finish school because people who finish school don't really make a change. You see
Mm.
me? Like the innovators are the people who like when them go college, then them be like, you know what, we
And
can
find
create
something
this
drop out.
exactly. So remember when he was first talking to Vera, he was
Mm-hmm.
talking to her and she was talking about how he's a excellent scientist, and he was like, yo, do you know that there are no scientists like after 35 if you don't have a big theory,
Breakthrough, yeah.
exactly, you don't really count. And I'm like,
Yeah.
so him take that now, and I say, yo, all right, I'm gonna word no. And
Yeah.
then him just use that for be like, yo, man, just figure out like even if I know I want do the things where people not like, you get what I'm trying to say?
Fair
Because
theory.
no,
I don't
because
know.
like
I
even
don't know if I necessarily agree, but
no,
I get what
because
you're saying.
I saw him do it multiple times, even with Augie.
True.
Like him intentionally be an asshole, knowing that Augie actually like him. Well, I don't know if
I don't know if
intentionally though.
Argy liked it.
No,
I think
not like it, like him. Like she loves him. Remember even
oh, I get what you're saying, I get what you're
exactly,
saying. Yeah, yeah.
exactly.
I think it's more of a psychological thing. Is I think he's aware that he's doing messed up things. I don't think he is aware in the moment that what he's doing is messed up. So like I think he knows that he's just using these things to cope, but I don't think he is fully like I don't think it's an intentional choice or he's has the self awareness to realize what he like the he doesn't understand realize that the things that he's doing is
Hmm.
having a particular end result. You see me? But I think he is aware that he is messed up and that the things that he is doing is wrong.
Hmm.
But but he has no real control of how he's living his life really. Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
going day to day, like just
Into
trying to
each one.
escape. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
think going back to Saul and the incident, like, and what I was gonna get at, is like, boom. I found it strange how rapidly they developed his character. So like him goes a boom to being this bum who is just like struggling with his own internal demons. This woman get killed, but it's really him that's supposed to get killed. Them save him, bulletproof, put him in a bulletproof thing, and then boom, he's in the UN and he might get selected. Like they were just too fast. Like how you
Yeah.
like I started to think to myself, who was really trying to kill him then? Was it the aliens that were trying to kill him, or was it all a setup
Set up to
by
Wade by Wade, but yeah, I
to
thought that
get
too.
him there?
I
I was
thought that
like,
too.
this don't make sense. If it's the aliens, it don't make sense. If it's Wade to push him in that direction based on trauma, then that kind of makes sense. But we'll never know until I guess the
No,
next
because no,
season.
but the thing for me also now when I meds it is that we still don't know if they're doing exactly what the plan is.
Ah,
And when I say the plan is the plan from Dr. Ye,
mm,
because remember, ultimately the story is that they were selected as a part of the plan.
true.
You get me?
And they
So
don't know how they don't know how they were selected.
exactly. So
Mm.
even him becoming what you call it, a wall fencer or something like that.
A wall
What was it called?
fencer,
I think it was wall fencer, no?
something like so.
Wall facer, wall facer.
Facer, yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
We're at it.
Which I think is actually kind of cool. But I just don't get how it's going to work. Like they're like, yo, whatever he thinks. I'm like, yo, brother, you don't want to get somebody like him. Well, I mean, no, I think he's going to be more serious, more or less. But yeah, in the moment, he was not even close to being serious.
No. Ah, what else was there?
Let me see if I can find something. So we have the wall facer. We have the oh, tell me something. You don't think so? So is this like somebody who's radical about like climate change or something?
Hmm.
Like either well, just in general, the world. But
Hmm.
feel like say that's the thing what make Dr. Ye go that far.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the thing. Like she's an extremist because she say yo, and she said that mankind can't save themselves, so that's why she partner with them because she's like, well, it's almost like she give up on mankind basically. She's
Yeah,
like, well,
because no,
might
she
as
watch.
well just wipe you out. You see me?
Yeah, because we have a few things to point out. She was betrayed by her mom. Watch her mom betray her dad.
Yeah, see her father dead
While
in front of her.
while her dad got murdered, more or less. Thought she found love, and the brother sell her out because him give her the book, and then him sell her out the night after them have sex, right?
Wait, did he actually sell her out though?
I
I
mean,
don't think so. No, I don't. No, he never sold her. Because
how
remember, you know,
how them find the book? How them find the book?
they found the book. I don't know how they found the book. But remember that when the opportunity was presented to rat him out, she
Yeah, she
didn't.
didn't. She didn't. She didn't.
She didn't,
But
and he was there,
yeah, but
and
that's
he
what I
was
mean.
like,
But
he was like worried that yo, the two
but
of them
you
are gonna
get
dead.
betrayed.
But
But you get betrayed by the man. Like let's be a bit
I guess I
traditional
never heard it
here.
that way. But continue.
No,
Mhm.
let's be a bit traditional here. And the man would have normally step up and be like, "Yo, I'm my thing."
True,
The man
true.
shake
Man
out
never
the
said nothing.
thing. So that's how
True,
another thing will beat her. She
true.
comes to Boobs now and she see the girl will kill her father.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And she never
Zero,
apologized or
zero
anything.
remorse,
Yeah,
zero
yeah.
remorse. You see me? And then when she comes to now and get the job in another place where nobody wants to go, you see me? The brother who are supposed to be our sidekick or the person who the two of them are, are bounce off ideas.
Mm-hmm. Take the idea for himself.
Run get the idea for himself, brother. Like, just imagine that. And I have I don't even know what China is like fully, but imagine
Bro,
growing up in that world and then you'll be like, yo, nobody now sense. Granted, the world is
it's a
big.
perfect villain arc too. It's a perfect
Yeah,
villain arc.
like I couldn't feel
Perfect.
like there are moments when I was like, yo, I'm gonna feel bad for that. Like I'm gonna feel like say, yo, and somebody does like, yo, it makes sense for share to that. It just still mad say you sell out the whole world based on the experience of just this setting that you were
Yeah,
in.
but she don't know no better, isn't me? Because technically, not even technically, she is responsible for her daughter's death.
Yeah,
You
one
see
hundred
me?
percent.
She is responsible for her daughter's death. It wasn't intentional, like it wasn't a part of the plan, but she responsible for it. And I was wondering how come she never as sad. Like she is sad, but she never that sad. Like she had
brother.
already accepted that this was a part of the plan. Like
Yeah,
this was just a casualty, so that the grand scheme could be like continue.
brother. It made her such a cold person that even when she killed herself or when she died in the end, which we still haven't seen, you
No,
know
yeah, they don't show it.
exactly. Um, I was like, yo, I'm kind of sorry for her because I think even the part where remember when she came out when the letter wrote, right?
Hmm.
And she spoke with the girl trying to get her to donate to the cause or something like that. Like
Hmm.
she realized that okay, maybe not everybody's up, you know. And when I say not everybody, because she made her world where these people are the ones that matter, the Oxford Five, the connection with Mark Evans and whatever. But then she interact with a random human. Not saying that I'm sure throughout the whole thing she's been doing that, you know.
Yeah,
But that moment she was probably like, yo, even though when everybody thinks so, we goose kind of cook, people still a try, you know?
yeah, yeah. And that's, I think, what she was void of in the beginning of, like, I guess when she would have made the first connections with them,
Mm-hmm.
is that that diversity in humanity. You see me? Like she was only used to one side,
Mm-hmm,
only used
mm-hmm,
to humans hurting her. No, like she's never had a situation where, apart from her, no, but even because I'm yeah, the only person she would have had any form of real
love for.
kind interaction was our father, and our father get brutally murdered for being that type of person. You see
Yeah,
me?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So up until that moment she had the conversation with the person, like every other interaction, I guess maybe different from her daughter,
Mm-hmm,
but
mm-hmm.
would have been cold or like led to some
Yeah.
form of pain. And I guess you can add a daughter in that because in the end,
No,
the
it
daughter was
eventually,
virtuous.
exactly,
Is
eventually.
it ended up in pain as well. So like it made no sense at that point to even care
Mental.
about humanity or to like have any hope where that is concerned, because usually if you grew up in, and I mean, communist propaganda is real in the movie still, but the fact that you basically, given the context of the show, if you
Mm-hmm.
grew up in a world like that, everything just seemed grim and hopeless.
Yeah,
You
that's
see me?
that's what
So
that's what I
what's
think.
the
Exactly.
point of continue? What's the point of having hope? What's the point of seeing the beauty in humanity? What's the point of any of this? Just if you get communication with these people and them say them will come and take over,
Mm-hmm.
by all means, come do it.
But no, but tell me, big man thing. You think you'd take it, you'd go on film side. I remember the message that she got. The message that she got was like, "Yo, don't answer. You're not
Don't
gonna
answer
like."
because yeah,
Yeah,
I remember
exactly.
that.
Imagine, because I can understand she has searched for something, get that,
Yeah.
but you find it and
That
you
means
say,
I'm
"Yo,
bad man, but I definitely take the same part.
you think so?"
I think so. Man, madman. But also, like, her arc is very similar to Magneto. Because remember, Magneto
Yeah,
is not that different from Professor
Professor
X,
X.
Charles Xavier. But the difference is
Him now go trust. Him now go,
Magneto don't
yeah,
trust humans.
yeah,
Like, he
yeah.
doesn't trust us regular, normal people. You see me? And because him don't trust we, him take the extreme route of like, yo, it is us versus them
Yeah,
versus, oh, let us try and live in peace, in unity type, which is what Professor X is all about.
exactly.
Um,
So yeah, that was it. I hope you enjoyed it. You learned something, or even just had a laugh, or thought we spoke out our asses. Come on, because we're the outsiders. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the next episode, and hopefully, you guys will be around. Peace.